Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Plays here. I'm back with some more process of elimination. Previously, we got introduced like multiple more detectives. Ideal. Okay, music is a little bit. Ideal. We had bookworm. Man, I can't think. I mean, there was this cool guy, Renegade. He's pretty sick. He's a murderer who's also a detective. A murderer detective. And also, we got introduced to the gameplay of this, where we assign detectives to work together using their traits, their stats, to try to find clues and analyze them. And I just finished doing that, and now I'm getting probably finishing chapter 1. Maybe. Who knows? Thank you. So now we got enough clues, we can find out who killed Senior Detective. I mean, okay, the way I see it, I think it's clear that Senior Detective was hit by the chandelier, and he was killed in the main room, probably? The wires can go through the floor. Anyway, do I have information about Renegade? Rank number 4, cases solved 204. Oh my god, his movement is great. Okay, it's the case of the Shinjuku Rainwalker, the Nanase conference case. Hobby is volunteering. Special skill, criminal psychology. Famed for being the most apparent agent from the DA, he lacks any semblance of ethics, often resorting to dubious methods to apprehend criminals. Given the chance, he would kill suspects, albeit indirectly. As his own past is riddled with murder, he is fitted with an explosive collar device known as the decapitation rabbit, and is typically held under house arrest in his apartment as a prison. Oh wow, he can get killed at any time. He killed two. He's not a serial killer. He killed 2 people as a child, bro. Like, why are you using an explosive device? I feel like a shot collar works just fine. Be that as it may, his selective faculties and familiarity from the criminal mind keep him in high esteem. He has been granted a degree of freedom to assist with major criminal cases designated as Q incidents. Yo, free my man. Free my man, bro. He should not be have death as a threat on him. Intricate, baffling case. I mean, this is just Senior Detective's murder that we're uncovering. We still don't know about the incident with the detectives. I mean, they were poisoned, but like, I wonder how that worked. I called to stop Ideal Detective as we make our way back. Alright, yeah, I got cut off last time by Renegade. I can't help but ask. I need to know the rest of what she was going to say earlier. After all, why would someone as bumbling as myself be invited to stand amongst a talented crowd of detectives like this? And for the chief of the DA to place so much trust in me? It's nothing short of bizarre. You clearly know who I am. Yo, so what's the deal, man? My shouts echo down the hall as every pent-up question I have comes bursting out at once. I just can't understand why this world-famous detective would act so cryptic towards me. Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Ideal gives a wry smirk and scratches her cheek. Oh dang! Wow. Okay, bro. Never mind. That is pretty mean. What the heck? Whoa! You know my name. You know my name is Waldo. Whoa. How do you know my name? Could it really be? My heart catches my throat. Only one person, someone I met 10 years ago, called me by that name. But there's just no way. Yeah, it's Saika! Oh my god, her name it actually is Holmes. I thought that when I was saying that Saika. Oh my god, I just skipped past it. That was my bad. Let me just. You know, I think it's a little bit odd. I think it's a little bit odd that she looks older than she is. It's like crazy, but she does have the kind of same character design. Saika Sharon Ford Holmes. So yeah, like I was saying, Renegade called her Holmes, so I guess Renegade knows her real name. Yeah, Saika. Okay, well, not really a trust. You tasted my life. What? The person who got cut up? Wow. My voice comes on a shout before a car, but I breathe deeply, but the shock won't subside. Ideal detective is Saika? That can't be. I saw her covered in blood right before me. You were actually alive this entire time, bro? But that was my origin story. What the heck? Ideal comes close and softly cuffs my cheek. I'm sorry about sudden intimacy, but her arm around my waist keeps me in place. Yeah, bro, I don't know what happened. My last memories are getting sliced up. Okay, so maybe I had some insanely amazing moments in my childhood that I just completely forgot about. That's crazy. Desperate need of my abilities. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll believe it. I'll believe it. Idol gazes at me with sadness that reminds me of the Psyche I once knew. Didn't you say she had purple eyes? That's like weird. That vulnerable girl's expression taking the place of her usual sagacity was nearly identical. I'd never seen that word before. But I can't help but wonder if this is truly the same person. Yo, can we stop saying the name out loud? Do you remember the detective rule? Her relief smile spreads across Ideal Detective's face. It doesn't seem like an act. She's sincerely happy to be reunited with me. You know, not saying being Holmes is really cool. I don't think that's how memory loss works, but you know what? We ball. Ideal steps back from me, her expression already reverting to its usual dignified air. Between her kindness as chief as the A and as a vulnerable girl, I'm not sure which is real. There's so much cause for suspicion, and yet... And you just forgot about it. That's so crazy, bro. I wasn't able to do so back then, so I truly want to believe what she's saying, that Saika's alive. Even if those sweet words are mere deceit. I mean, it makes sense that you wouldn't believe it if your memory is that you saw Saika getting actually killed. I mean, she was last not killed, and his last memory would be like, oh my, am I gonna run away? It's like, well, I'm still alive, so I must have ran away. Okay, what do I call you then? Yeah, sure thing, buddy old pal. Oh, buddy old pal. Oh, okay, well, I guess they know the last name. Well, or maybe it's, I don't know, it's weird. Holmes. The first step towards friendship, yippee! Holmes' face beams with genuine elation. The fact that it's moving me so easily is proof enough that I'm a rookie detective. Come on, Watto Hojo, get it together. What was that noise? The D-pad pings for notification. The others must have gathered and doing by now. Hey, where are you guys at? Heck yeah, let's do it. I follow Holmes as she heads to the living room. Okay, I guess we're just calling her Holmes from now on. I have no clue what she could want from me, but I've decided to trust her for now. If I stay by her side, the truth behind why I was brought here may finally come to light. More like, how did I possibly save her is the question. Workaholic, it's you. I don't care, I'm accusing you. All 13 detectives, including Holmes and myself, gather around the room. Holmes adds a few logs to the crackling fire before turning to address us.
Yeah, 探偵諸君。それぞれの役割をこなしてくれてありがとう。みんなのおかげで、老子探偵を八つ裂きにしたトリックの正体をつかめたよ。あとはその全容を明らかにして。
Oh, now that I think about it, just because we know how he dismembered doesn't mean that we know who dismembered him.
教えてください、ホームズさん。一体犯人は誰なんですか？
実に庶民らしい落ち着きのない男ですわね。
How was he killed? Or maybe when he was killed. Well, this doesn't suggest when he was killed.
明らかにしないといけないものって。
それは老子探偵をどのように殺害したかですわ。
Actually, wait a second. Let me look at this real quick. Ideal Detective, your special ability. Oh, real name. Oh, real name is Psycha Cheryl Ford Holmes. But anyway, your special skill is Future Sight. My special skill says Housework, but actually, what if my special skill is also Future Sight? Given that I got killed that one time, and he kind of like it seemed like he came back, or I was like, oh, what was that? What if the Future Sight is actually like just seeing your death?
家族くんの言う通りだよ。まずは誰がしたかよりも誰にできたかから考える。
Alright, so we gotta make some deductions, it feels like.
家族くんの考えではどのように老子探偵は殺害されたのだと思う？ズバリシャンデリアのトラップと連動したトリックですわ。
Artifice working in concert with the chandelier trap.
シャンデリアのトラップと連動？それって僕が扉を開けた時に作動したあの？
Exactly. That chandelier had crashed down the moment I stepped through the entrance of the manor. After that, I was out cold until the DA arrived. Yeah, opening the door sets that off. And you have to hit the switch to do it. The culprit utilized the trap, but for what purpose?
無能くん、粘土で遊んだことはあるかい？
What?
だけ綺麗に両断しようと思ったなら、君はどうする？
Oh no, you want to use a wire or something like that, like to saw through it.
学校では手ぐすなどの細い糸を
A nylon string. Yeah, I guess. Sure, why not?
グッド。ならば次の質問だ。もし粘土を切り刻む原理で鋭利なワイヤーを人間に巻きつけ、思い切り引っ張れば
Probably the exact same result.
それって
Senior Detective's mutilated body flashes across my mind and my skin prickles. That wire was definitely sharp enough. If you were to wrap it around someone and yank it, they would be sliced apart almost effortlessly, just like clay.
察しがついたみたいだね。
I mean, that's what I was thinking, but
ワイヤーで何かを切ろうと思うなら、
why did it run a
巻きつけた
pole?
後に引っ張るだけでいい。
Does that relate to the chandelier?
でもさ、粘土じゃなくて人間の体じゃん？人力で引っ張って簡単に切れるもんなの？
Using the chandelier with wires to slice through it, I think that might be possible.
いい質問だな、渋谷くん。
A salient question,
こ
huh?
のトリックの肝はどのようにワイヤーを引っ張ったかだ。
If it was like tightened with like around the chandelier and the chandelier came crashing down.
地下で老子探偵に絡まった状態のワイヤーを引っ張るには
Or maybe he used the switch to do it. Or like the thing that was like that pulls the chandelier back up. The pull side one was wrapped around.
犯人も少しは知恵を使ったようですけれど、私の高貴な脳細胞にはお見通しでしたわよ。ズバリ犯人はシャンデリアの落下を利用して
Yeah, the falling chandelier. Oh, if you wrapped it around the thing and as it falls, then yeah, it would pull. Not necessarily. Actually, it seems likely that if he was tied up in the basement, then you could still use the floorboards to creak through the wires to sneak it upwards. and then use the chandelier.
やれやれ、庶民にもわかるよ。エレガントに説明して差し上げましょう。
Okay.
シャンデリアにワイヤーを結びつけて動きが連動するようにしたんだよ。シャンデリアが落下すると自動でワイヤーが巻き上げられる仕組みね。
ちょっと私に説明させなさい。
Projective cuts Holmes off of the huff, then continues where she left off.
犯人は老子探偵を
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
せた後、床へと落下させた状態のシャンデリアにワイヤーをくくりつけたのですわ。
So the mechanism does this: you can stand on the chandelier, but tie the thing up, and use the switch to make the chandelier go up. And as that happens, it would split all the stuff off, which would explain where there's blood in the ceiling, because with the upward momentum, it would make the blood go flying upwards as well. Did I just click something that made that noise? What was that?
その後、床の隙間を通してワイヤーをエントランスホールから地下室へと垂らせば準備完了。ワイヤーによ
床にワイヤーを通せるものなんですか？
Yeah, it would. But also, this takes up a lot of setup.
エントランスホールの床は地下に音が届くよう床板に若干の隙間が空いていましたでしょ。細いワイヤーを通して地下に垂らすことは動作もありませんわ。地下に届いたワイヤーを老子探偵の体に結びつけた後、シャンデリアを天井へと引
And
き上げれ
then
ば
once it
準備完
slashes
了。
downwards with the force,
シャンデリアが天井から落下するとその動きに連動してワイヤーも引っ張られるという八つ咲き装置の完成です。
so my initial thought of him being hung up like from the basement wasn't too far off. It's just that I used the chandelier to do it.
以上のようにして犯人は自らの手を汚さず犯行時刻の隠蔽も果たした上で老子探偵を殺害
But there's a couple more
してい
matters
た
I
と
don't
いう
really
でしょう。
understand. Like the knife. What was the knife used for? Did they kill him before dismembering him?
見事な推理だ。しかし確証が欲しいな。ワト君はこのトリックの痕跡
It
を
was
覚えている
the carpet being cut. The trace left behind. Now that she mentioned this, things took us my attention during the investigation. The trust value. It must be the armored detective now. Discretion of chandelier that was caused by the wire.
シャンデリアに残っていた傷跡。
And also, the thing from the carpet proves that it was brought up.
痕跡だったんですね。
エクセレント。その通りだよ、
Excellent.
ワト君。
Thank you.
あのシャンデリアの
Whoa,
構
whoa,
造
whoa,
は
hey, whoa,
かな
whoa,
り
whoa, 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 wait, what did you call me? Why are you saying my name out loud, bro? Can you not do that? Can you call me incompetent, please? Why are you saying my name out loud? It's supposed to be a secret.
それこそ鋼鉄すら切断可能なワイヤーでも使わない限りは
ならホームズの言う通りワイヤーとシャンデリアの罠が犯行に利用されたことは間違いないだろうね。無能君、気分はどうだい？
What does what feel?
気分？どういうこと？
Yeah, how does what feel, bro?
鈍いな。シャンデリアの罠によって老子探偵が殺されたということはだよ。
I mean, was he killed by the chandelier trap, or was he killed before that? Well, I mean, I guess he couldn't struggle against it either, because it would like tear his skin apart. But honestly, I mean, it would be like instantaneous. I mean, I guess it would be very painful being held upright by it, like the chandelier going upwards, but I mean, the death itself would be very quick in
君が
that
洋
case.
館の扉を開かなければ老子探偵は八つ咲きにならずに済んだってことじゃないか。
That's pretty cool. A shock lances through my spine, and I begin to break out in a cold sweat. I mean, you do understand that's not really my fault, right? Like, what? The trap was basically they called someone using his voice so that people would be sent over there. So, in other words, the door would be open no matter who went through it. He'd die no matter what. So it was all because of me. If I hadn't triggered the trap, then Senior Detective would still be alive. Even though I could feel the doorknob in my hand. To think that at that moment a man was being sliced apart right below my feet.
僕が作動させたトラップ。
初めて人を殺してしまった気分はどうだい？まるで泥の沼に浸ったみたいに悪くない気分だろう。大丈夫。すぐになれるさ。
下がれ、外道探偵。私がうんと言うまで口を閉じている。
そんなに睨むなよ。そそられるじゃないか。
警告するのは2度までだ。口を閉じろ。
Yeah, bro, shut up. Cowed by Holmes, renegade detective seems to cut his losses, backing down. Holmes then turns to me, all signs of anger wiped clean from her face.
無能君、動揺するのはわかるが、落ち込むのは後にしよう。
Well, I mean, if the knife was used first, wouldn't it be like that he was killed and then sliced apart?
みんなも無能君を糾弾したり疑ったりするのは後にしてくれよ。入り口のトラップは他の探偵でも発動は避けられなかったもの
Like
だ。
the entire point of that was to get him sliced up.
無能君はいい働きをしたと言っていい。無能君の行動のおかげで犯人の計画は致命的な
I
狂い
wonder
が
what
生じ
we're
てしまった
talking
んだ。
about this.
僕がいい働きを？
What could she mean by that? As much as I wanted to demand an answer, I wait to hear the rest of her deduction.
なあ、家族の姉さんよ。犯人はシャンデリアの落下を利用してワイヤーを引っ張ったんだよな。
ですからそう申していますでしょ。ワイヤーはシャンデリアに連動して。
でもよ、普通にくくりつけたんじゃシャンデリアに合わせてロース探偵が上下の移動を繰り返すだけにならねえか？
Oh, what do
い
you
っぱい投げ
mean?
られた時に殺されたわけじゃねえんだろ。
ヤマト君の言いたいことはわかるよ。地下の老子探偵の体を切断するのに必要なのは
Wouldn't the
ワイヤーを引っ張り上げ
chandelier
る力だから
be
ね。
responsible for that, though?
落下運動に連動しても切断はできないだろうと言いたいのだろう。
I feel like it might.
落下運動？まあよく言ってることはわからねえけど、多分そんな感じだぜ。
確かにこれは困ったぞ。一体どうすればいいのかな。解説を頼めるかい、家族くん。
それはですね。
Huh.
無能くん、助け舟をあげてくれ。最初に家族くんと推理を行っていたの
That was Gourmet, wasn't it?
覚えているだろう。
There was only one detective who was initially investigating with Posh at the start, and that was Gourmet Detective.
美食さん、あなたならシャンデリアの落下を利用して老子探偵を殺害する方法に
Well, I'll be honest, I have no idea, so please explain.
あらあら、美味しいところを取るみたいだから黙っているつもりだったけれど、そういうわけにもいかないようね。難しい話じゃないわ。
Yeah?
犯人は滑車装置の原理でロースちゃんの体とシャンデリアと
Holy
ワ
s
イヤ
yeah,
ーで
yeah,
結
yeah.
びつけたのよ。
Wasn't that already assumed?
そうそう、それですわ。滑車装置を利用したのですわ。私ってば度忘れしてしまった
Okay, bro. Yeah, sure thing, I believe you.
滑車装置って井戸の鶴瓶などに使われているあれですか？それを使えばどうなるんですか？
Well, I guess you could manually use it,
難
right?
しい話じゃないわ。図を書きながら解説してあげるわね。
Alright, use
シャンデリ
diagram.
アの罠は一度落下した後も壁のスイッチを押すとゆっくり
Yep.
天井まで引き上げられることで何度でも使える仕組みだったわ。この引き上げる力がとってもパワフルでね。人より体重の重い私でも軽々と引き上げてくれたの。私よりずっと身軽なロースちゃんの体なら重さに加わ
シャンデリアの上に乗って一緒に登ったんですか？
I mean, of course you would, just to see how much weight he can handle.
楽しかったわよ。それに天井の近くで貴重な手がかりも見つけられたわ。それはワイヤーを引っ掛けていたと思われるフック。それも登山用の強靭なもので凶器のワイヤー
I don't know where we're going with this. My bad.
平気な材質のね。そのフックを通してシャンデリアにワイヤーをくくりつければ簡単な滑車装置の出来上がり。
I mean, I guess you can control how fast it crashes down.
引っ張ればワイヤーの緩みも調整できるわ。ロースちゃんは天井に貼り付け状態で何もできなかったはず。
Or, yeah, if you can tighten it. That'd be funny. He's just like on the ceiling covered up, but that's not funny at all. What am I talking about?
老子探偵の獅子に見られた絵師の痕跡は相当長い間天井に貼り付け状態だった証拠だな。
Can I access my evidence? Okay, I can't. Because the evidence about, I mean, the blood in the ceiling was obviously from him being hoisted up there for a long time. And he was bleeding.
滑車装置さえ作ってしまえばロープを使うなりしてシャンデリアから降りて準備は完了。誰かが扉を開くのを待つだ
And
け
then it
というわ
goes
けです
swoosh!
降りる時に使ったロープはどうやって回収を？
おバカさんですわね。そんなのいくらでも回収方法はありますわ。
例えばもやい結びやスリップノットにすれば降りた後に引っ張ってほどくこともできる。
So basically the way that you tied it? A slip knot or bow line, huh? I mean, I don't know if that is exactly, but I know that how it works. I'm at a loss for how to respond when presented with these knot options as if they were obvious possibilities. Aside from armor, no one seemed phased as if it was just common detective knowledge. I really am terrifyingly out of my depth here.
以上のようにして犯人は私たちがこの島を訪れるよりずっと前にトリックの準備を済ませ洋館を後にしたんだ。
Incompetent. Ink. And scene.
そして僕が扉を開いてトラップが作動したことでワイヤーは滑車装置で巻き上げられて。
So this trap was made to kill him when the culprit wasn't there. To think that someone could orchestrate such a kill while the victim remained down in the basement. I just can't fathom it. I feel a shiver run down my spine at the hidden culprit's ingenuity as well as their barbarity. I mean, they'd have to figure out that the detectives would eventually figure out what they did.
なんと卑劣な犯行か。自分の手を汚さないばかりか。他者の手を借りて惨殺するなど許せないのである。
僕がさっきエントランスホールで見つけた切れた絨毯の断片はワイヤーを地下から上に通していた証拠だよね。
The thing was from the wire.
断面を調べてみましたが 100% ワイヤーによって切れたものです。おそらく引っ張り上げられた際にワイヤーが床の隙間を通って移動し絨毯が切れたんです。今回の犯人の思考不足が伺えます。
All this tells us is how he died, though. It doesn't say anything about who killed him. It's just like, oh, no, now we know where they died. That's it.
証拠を残しすぎなのですわ。この偉大なるピンカートン家の後継ぎ、家族探偵は
I mean, all we know is the cause of death.
役者不足だったようですわね。
I don't think the guy really thought that they wouldn't find out the clues. Just that it gives them time to, I don't know, escape or disguise themselves as innocent.
だけど、それじゃあ誰が犯人なのだろうね。
それはおそらく扉を開いたそこの庶民ではありません
What kind
よ。
of a stupid thing is that?
元々怪しかったのですし。
Aren't you number 4 or number 5 detective? Why are we making such stupid accusations here? I mean, obviously, the trap was more or less so that anybody who opened the door would get him killed. I guess it wasn't like something like a disguise, like I mean, I guess the trap was basically he called someone faking his voice so that they would send people, and whoever opened the door first, that would set up the trap, making him get killed.
いや、このトリックは準備さえ整えてしまえば、あとは誰かがこの洋館の扉を開くのを待つだけでいい。つまり、誰にでも犯行が可能なトリックなんだ。入り口を開いた張本人である無能君だけでなく、私たち探偵同盟のメンバーでもね。
Yo, thanks for the defense, Workaholic, but I still don't like you, so shut up.
ちょっと社畜さん、何をおっしゃいますの？私たちは今日本土から数時間かけてこの島に来たんですのよ。
This trap could have been set up at any point, couldn't it have?
私たちに犯行など不可能に決まっていますわ。浅ましすぎる発言はたとえ庶民といえども許しませんわよ。
I mean, when was the last time? I was unconscious for 3 days. But I guess Senior mentioned that in his message. I mean, it could have been any time today.
研究棟の人らが殺されたのって1日以上
Over
前
a
でしょ。
day ago, okay.
だったら今集まってるうちら
Oh
の
yeah, we did just
犯
spend
行は
like
可能なん
6 hours investigating, I guess, in game time. So yeah, it would have been over a day at this point. And I was asleep on the island for 3 days straight, and for some reason the guy didn't kill me, so that's cool.
この島の人たちを皆殺しにして 老子探偵を殺すトリックを準備してから本土に戻って何食わぬ顔でうちらに合流する。
I mean, yeah, the nature of the trap, I guess it could have been that. It could have been activated at any time after the people were originally killed.
もし犯人があの八つ咲き校ならそれくらい余裕でやるっしょ。そんな最低最悪なクソ野郎だからこそうちらはわざわざ集まったんだからさ。
そんな仲間同士で疑い合うだなんて。
Nobody's leaving! Nobody's leaving this mansion until we find the culprit. You're all gonna be prisoner here. I don't care. Nobody leaves. How funny would that
お
be?
いおい待ちなよ。もっと最悪なパターンがあるだろ
Renegade detective cuts in gleefully.
もっと最悪なパターン。それって何のことですか？
決まっているじゃないか。犯人を見つけ出せるならまだマシ。
But we literally can't. There's actually no evidence of who killed him.
もっと最悪なパターンは犯人がすでに島から逃げ去っていることだよ。
Yeah, we're cooked. It's over. The atmosphere tenses in an instant. As much as we hoped to believe otherwise, it was a possibility we couldn't ignore.
仮に今回の一連の犯行が八つ咲公の仕業だとしたら、すでに逃げ去っている方が現実的だよね。
I mean, yeah. What do you mean? Wasn't that the assumption? Why are we acting all surprised? That is like literally the assumption.
だって探偵同盟の本部を壊滅させることには成功。置き土産に老子探偵を殺害する罠まで残せた。逆に
Hey, he's spitting. You know, if you kill someone, like you make the perfect crime. Like, okay, it's time to go. Time to book it.
サクッと逃げちゃうな。そして戻ってこない。そうすれば疑われることもないんだ。よほど強い意志と目的でもない限り。
And no one can argue with Renegade's words. I suppose it takes a homicidal maniac to give us some perspective on another. Just like he said, it'd be counterintuitive for the Crow to remain or even return to the island at this point. But, I mean, I guess if they want to keep a cover or something as a detective, it might make sense, who knows?
誰にでも犯行が可能である以上、もう推理しようがない。完全に手詰まりって。
I examine everyone's faces again. Their eyes are filled with a suspicion and hostility that wasn't there before. I believed I could trust them just moments ago, but now a dark shadow hangs above us. If the culprit already fled, we'd never track down Senior Detective's killer. But if they're still here, they could very well be among us. Among us. Dun 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 dun. Either way, it's a bitter pill to swallow. It's no surprise it seems Morales taking a hit.
顔を上げろ探偵諸君。推理はまだ終わっていないぞ。
We gotta find out who did it, who done did it. Holmes's voice dispels the gloom.
確かにこの事件の真相はどうあがいても悲劇かもしれない。だがそもそも探偵とは悲劇の後に必要とされる存在だ。我々が悲劇を前に
I got it. I will find the killer single-handedly. Don't worry about it. I will be the best. Holmes sends a week by week before making her announcement.
この事件の犯人は一つ致命的なミスを犯してしまった。それを今から私が解き明かしてみせよう。
I don't. Oh, is it because they left me alive? Is that their fatal mistake?
探偵諸君。
The group falls silent, listening intently to what Ideal has to say. For this particular trick, anyone could have performed the killing act so long as the proper preparations were made. It's possible the perpetrator has already fled, though if they are still present, they could very well be part of the DA. Well, I know what crazy thought that just entered my head. What if Ideal's the murderer, and his entire killing is a test specifically to hone my skills for the quartering Duke? That would be hilarious. How does Holmes intend to turn such a desperate situation around?
まだ自らの推理を話していない子がいるだろう。それが誰か。宇野君もわかるだろう。
I totally do. The investigator who hasn't spoken yet is. I mean, that would be the bookworm. Bookworm didn't speak yet, right?
文学さん、
My trust,
確かあなたは
my trust is all the way up. Yeah, the
何かに気
fireplace.
づいた様子でしたよね。
It was help us get the identity of
あなた
the
は
other
何に
person,
気づ
though.
いたんですか？
I mean, it was burnt gloves. Oh, was that their mistake? Is that they couldn't dispose of it?
こそこそと見ていたんですか。気持ち悪いです。死んでください。
Wow,
少
bro.
女はロリコンとおぼしき少年へと
Now that's just
慰めの目
mean.
を向けた。
What is Humbert?
いやこれはその
よさないか文学探偵
No, you got something in the fireplace. You didn't say anything. Why are you just being silent?
す
Come
ま
on
ない
now.
な無能探偵この子は少々人付き合いが不慣れなんだ
全然気にしてないですよ
I give a strained laugh as I attempt to recover from the mental blow I was just dealt.
お前もずっと暖炉の件を話したがっていたじゃないかみんなに話してや
Yeah, hurry up.
言われずともそのつもりですけど。少女は不満まじ
So you have to be asked to give away your evidence? That's
解説
crazy.
を始める。私たちがこの部屋を訪れた際、暖炉に火が灯っていました。この点に違和感を覚え、ずっとその
違和感ですかその正体って
この国では馴染みが薄く知らないのも当然であろうが暖炉の火というのはそう長く持たない
Is it an electric
薪
fire?
を頻繁に追加してやらなければ6時間も持たないよくて5時
Oh,
間
or is the fact that it's still lit talking about when the death occurred?
そんなに頻繁な管理が必要なものなんですね
Because if it only lasts 5 or 6 hours, then if it's still lit, that means that it had to have occurred. The killer had to have been there from the past 5 or 6 hours, right?
皆さんの中の誰かが寒いから火を灯したんじゃないですかもう3月とはいえこの島は肌寒いですし
It's springtime. Why do we need a fire in the
殺人事件
springtime?
が起こった館の暖炉を勝手につける探偵がいるわけないでしょ。ロリコン野郎。
Okay, how about I just toss you in the fire? Because
少女は
honestly,
犯罪者予備軍の少年を
I don't think it's worth. I don't think you being on the team is worth it.
それもそうですね
Anyway, that means that the fire was lit before you arrived, which is a very easy conclusion to
文
come
学探
to.
偵の言う通りだ私たちの中に暖炉をつけようとする者はいないいるとしたら犯人だけだ犯人は何らかの理由を持って暖炉に火
That
を
was
つけ
to
た
burn the gloves that you need to use the
この数
wires.
時間に起きた出来事なんだ
二人ともいい点に気づいてくれたな。そう、その暖炉に火をつけてしまったこ
I
と
wouldn't say the act of lighting a fire, it's just not extinguishing the fire afterwards.
暖炉の火の持続時間に関する知識がなかったのだろう。だからこそ警察にも暖炉に火をつけてしまった。
つけざるを得なかった
If they deleted the fire to get rid of the gloves, why didn't they just like take the gloves with them on the way out and like toss it in the ocean and be like, okay, that's good.
ああ、このワイヤーを取り扱うのに必要なグローブを処分するためにな。
Saying this, Holmes fishes a single black glove from her pocket and waves it at us.
君たちも知っての通り、今回の犯行に使われたワイヤーソーは切れ味が良すぎる上に特別製のグローブが必要
I
だ。
mean, only the Detective Alliance could have those gloves since they're the ones who made the wires in the first place as well.
故にこのグローブの所持がバレれば犯人として疑われる。かといって指紋のべったりついたグローブをどこかへ隠すのはリスクが高い。だからこうするしかなかっ
With
た
that, Holmes flings the glove into the fireplace. It disappears into the flames, hissing all the while. It may be made of sturdy material, but it clearly wasn't fireproof. Oh! It would take quite a while for it to burn up, right?
暖炉の中から焼け残ったグローブの残骸を見つけることもできましたよ。少女はリーダーへと報告した。
あの火力で焼け残るとは炎の精霊イフリートとの交友を深めていなかったがゆえの失態
Okay, so before Senior Detective was killed, the fireplace was only on for at most like 4 or 5 hours at that point. Because it took like an hour to even find the body and get everyone there and start the investigation.
少女は無視を決め込んだ。素晴らしい発見だよ、文学君。これで犯人がワイヤー用のグローブを処理するために暖炉をつけたことは確定した。ではこのことからどんな事実が伺えるかな。魔界君、君ならわかるだろ。
無論だ。犯人がこの洋館を脱出できたならば、グローブなど適当な
That's what I
場
was
所に放って
thinking.
しまえばいい。近くに海もあるのだから。
Does this mean that the culprit was in like some big rush?
わざわざ洋館の中で処分したということは、洋館の外に出られなかったということだ。
Huh.
グッド。その通りだよ、魔界くん。
I mean, yeah, if you couldn't dispose of it anywhere else, then you had no other means. Which I guess means that time was tight.
この洋館から研究棟までは一本道。道以外は断崖で、とても人間は降りられない。
Or rather, I guess that means that Senior Detective was killed today. Not yesterday, not the day before that. He was killed. I mean obviously he was killed. He was killed during that part. So if they couldn't get away, what if they disposed of the gloves after he died? Like the detectives that arrived here and then disposed of the gloves when they went to the
そ
fireplace
れに
room.
何より、私たちが研究棟に到着してからこの数時間、見張りを欠かさなかったら、洋館から脱出した者は皆無だった。この暖炉に火を灯した人は、まだ館の内部にいるということですね。
Yeah.
少女はリーダーの言葉に納得するのであ
I
っ
mean,
た。
okay, so the timeline is probably they killed the people at Snarks. They got the senior detective down in the basement, set the trap, put the knife in the vase and the gloves in the fireplace, called them over, only after he went back with the group or something.
この館の内部に。
Oh, it's one of us. It's Workaholic. Kill him, and his life. Please. The detective's eye each other suspiciously. But of course, why wouldn't they? If the culprit is still inside a manor, that means they're hiding within our group.
落ち着け、探偵諸君。確かに、私たちの中に犯人がいるという事実は悲しいことだが、何よりも重大な事実がある。
It's literally just about having an alibi at this point. My alibi is that I was knocked out cold. That doesn't really help. I could have disposed of the stuff before then and then knocked myself out cold.
それは、八つ崎公が確実にこの洋館の中にいるということだ。
Oh, so the same person who killed the senior detective is also the quartering duke, who is also a detective. Okay.
どうして言い切れるんですか？
I mean, because if that makes sense, if they're an insider, then they would have to know that there would be a meeting about the quartering duke. Like, oh, okay, cool. Let me just kill all the people real quickly.
君が現れたおかげだよ、無能君。
I don't know what you mean by that.
どういう意味ですか？
Holmes chuckles lightly before continuing.
八つ崎公にとって君の存在はイレギュラーに違いないからさ。その証拠
The fact that I'm alive suggests that case,
2つの致命的なミスを
which does make sense since senior detective hid me.
一つは痕跡を残したこと。おそらく犯人の元々の計画では証拠など残さずに姿を消すつもりだったんです。
The quartering duke, it shouldn't be renegade because he is monitored. I mean, I guess he would make the most sense in terms of motive off the top of your head, but he has like an explosive collar on his neck. I don't think it'd be very
そう
possible.
すれば下道君が言っていたように、もう八つ崎公が島から脱出したものと考えざるを得ない。推理のしようがなくなり、混乱に陥っていたからな。
Sure, if it wasn't for the fireplace, then you could be under the assumption, oh, he probably got away. Oh no, we're cooked. So I guess the intention was for them to investigate the body, then investigate everything else, not find any clues. Like, oh, okay, well, this is how he killed him, but he probably got away. But the fireplace kind of betrays all intent there. I see. If the Duke's goal wasn't to put us off the scent, there wouldn't have been any need to engineer such a complex murder. For all intents and purposes, this should have been an unsolvable case.
しかし、そこに無能君が現れ、予定よりも早くトラップを起動させて
Okay, yeah, so my arrival
入り口で気絶してしまった。
was kind of the blunder there.
もし仮に洋館内に犯人がいたとしたら、さぞ慌てたことだろう。なぜなら、この洋館は窓がすべて
Okay, yeah, the fact that I arrived
出るには
before those guys
唯
and
一
hours before, I guess, would also make
なの
sense.
に、そこには男が倒れている。もし逃げるときに目覚めて顔を見られたら一巻の終わりだ。
So what does that mean?
殺そうにも実力も素性も不明。おとなしく身を隠す他にない。さらにそこへ他の探偵たちまでやってきてしまう。
If that's the case, then wouldn't that mean that the guy who wouldn't mean the culprit is just kind of not one of us
慌て
then?
た犯人は隙を見て暖炉で証拠だけ隠滅してしまった。どうだい？
They disposed of it in a hurry because there was nothing else they could do. If it was found on that person, they'd be cooked, it'd be over. No one contradicts Holmes' statement. She's right. If there was any irregularity in the culprit's plan, it would be me. I may lack experience, and I fail to save Senior, but it sinks to me that a major flaw was introduced to the murderer's plan. And if we are saying that I was a major flaw to the murderer's plan, then that also clears me as a suspect. Because otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense for the crime scene to be perpetrated this way. It's a bit ironic, really.
その可能性があったか全然気づかなかったよ。
わざわざ混乱を生む発言をしておいてよく言うな。どうせ最初から全て気づいていた上で
Still can't save. That's weird.
お待ちなさい。どうして八つ崎港の犯行だと言い切れますの？八つ崎港の犯行の特徴は常に被害者が2人同時に現れること。確かに研究
それが2つ目のミスなんだよ、家族が。
Too many victims. Posh fell silence. Holmes turns a gaze to me, then smiles coldly before getting into the heart of the matter.
本来この扉を開けた者は罠に引っかかり、老子探偵と共に
Oh
死ぬ。
right, yeah. Okay, because I remember that I thought that he died because the chandelier came crashing down so fast, and he dodged it, bro. He like jumped to the side immediately. So the quartering duke, he tried killing senior detective and ideal detective, since he called out ideal to come with them. So I guess that'd be like that.
本来殺すはずの2人目の犠牲者を出せなかったことこそが八つ崎港最大の失敗さ。
Does that mean the quartering duke's gonna have to try to kill someone? Like, oh no, my god, I gotta keep going. Now I remember when the trap sprung, I felt a pain in my head that led me to avoid the trap by all means. I should have died right there, right then. Okay, I guess I do the same type of detective ability as Ideal then, where I can like sense the future to a certain degree and avoid danger. In other words, I narrowly avoided a tragic fate as the quartering duke's latest victim.
はいはい。被害者が2人いたかもしれないからって八つ崎港の犯行と断定するのは早計じゃないか？
I mean, I would say it's not much of a coincidence that, you know, someone tries to kill people as soon as they have a quartering duke meeting.
模倣犯かもしれないだろ。
分かっていながら尋ねるな、外道探偵。お前もシリアルキラーならわかるはずだろ。
Also, this killer is also kind of smart, I feel like, since they set up all the trap. Like, okay, cool. We set up a trap such that whoever first walks through the door is going to get killed, and the senior detective dies at the same time. Throws everything in disarray. And then if it wasn't for Watto, then there would be no way of knowing who did it.
これはただのか乱を狙った犯行ではなく、宣戦布告だ。わざわざリスクの高い手段で老子探偵を惨殺してみせることで、八つ崎公は私たちにこう言っている。真相を解き明かしてみせろ。さもなくば、全員八つ崎
What does reveal the truth mean? Oh. Okay, that's what it means.
面白くなってきた。
I don't know why I was questioning that.
俺も全力で楽しませてもらうとするよ。My Holmes.
My Holmes. With renegade detective satisfied, Holmes claps once, turning the attention back to her.
では、今回の事件をまとめるとしよう。
So basically, one of us is the quartering duke.
八つ崎公は私たちの訪れる数日前に島を訪れ、職員を全員殺害した。その
Oh,
後
okay.
シャンデリア
Nice
と老
music.
子探偵とワイヤーで結び、
Yeah, that seems to be the gist of it.
罠が作動してシャンデリアから発すれば、老子探偵が死ぬようされた。洋館は後日、研究棟に私たちが訪れたところを見計らって、老子探偵の声で私に連絡。一部の探偵を洋館へと呼び
Gorman
出す。
gasped.
そこで扉を開いた探偵と老子探偵を同時に殺害し、二人の犠牲者を出すことで
Modus
八つ崎公の犯
operandi.
行であることを
I don't know what that means. I guess probably signature or whatever. His iconic way of
そ
dealing
れ
with
と同時
murders.
に犯人である八つ崎公が島の外へと逃げ出せた可能性を示すことで私たちを混乱に陥れるはずだった。だが そこでイレギュラーが生じる。それは計画外の人物が計画外の時間に罠を作動させたこと。そのイレギュラーのせいで犯人は洋館の外へ出られず、慌てて証拠隠滅を図った。その結果、不自然に暖炉の火が
I guess also the knife being put in the pot was also a result of this sloppiness.
以上のことから八つ咲き
Which also, why isn't the knife been mentioned yet? Kind of feels important.
イレギュラーの主である君が結論を告げろ。
Oh man, what one is it? I gotta check the evidence. He's still inside the manor.
八崎公はこの洋館の中にいます。
その通りだ。八つ咲き公は私たちのすぐそば
Who
に
could have possibly had the time to do this? Okay, so I mean, like if people were in groups before, then it's basically who has an alibi at that time or
無能
not.
君が生み出してくれたこの一筋の巧妙を逃すわけにはいかない。ここまではやられてばかりだったが、反撃私たち全員で追い込んでやろうじゃないか。この嘘にまみれた悲劇を終わらせるために。
You're going off on that piano right there, man. Nice job. Oh, oh. Victim, senior detective culprit unknown. Cause of death dismembered by wire saw. The culprit kills senior detective from afar by using a chandelier trap and wire saw. The game was set up in advance, making it hard to pin down the culprit. They remain unidentified, but must be inside the manor. Ooh, I got S. Yeah, my contribution was amazing. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna...
でもまあ通り魔、事件の推理はここまでってことでよくね。
What? Given the situation, downtown's casual demeanor feels monumentally out of
解
place.
ける謎はあらかた解けて、これ以上は犯人を踏んづかまえて問いただせばいいじゃん。うちはもうお腹が減りすぎてヘリンボーンだよ。
I will do exactly that by ending the video today. Okay, that's gonna be it for this episode of Process of Elimination. Next time, hopefully you'll find out who killed Senior Detective. I mean, I hope that's probably not the plot of the entire game, right? But it is going to be a plot of a fair bit going on forward. You gotta find the murderer, the quartering duke. So yeah, next time I'll do just that. See you later. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video for more. Bye.